Right, hello and welcome to part 2 of the how do we do points and roof grades. This video is solely about how the roof grades are worked out. The previous video was how do we do the points, and the points in the points video we touched slightly on how we do the roof grades, but more sort of how this ability percentage column is compiled and how the points are compiled on the board. So if you want to find more out about this table itself, then it would probably be best if you watch the previous video, because we explain how this table works. In this video I'm going to literally jump straight in and start explaining how the roof grades are figured out, and hopefully that will give people a bit of an idea. It's slightly in depth, which means it's quite hard for people to figure out their roof grades before I actually put the new table out. That's the only issue with it, but it's the best sort of compromise currently, where I think it's the best system we've ever had. The only downside of it is that people can't really figure out where they're at, not 100%. They can get a good idea by looking at this ability column and where they stand. I mean, the abilities here are from 86% to 99.7, so let's say 86% and higher. I don't think there's a lower than 86, so 86 and higher. So depends where you are in the bottom third, the middle third, or the top third of all those people, as far as abilities go, dictates where you're actually going to be. But there's a few exceptions. So what we'll do is we'll jump straight into those exceptions right now. So first of all, we don't include in the grading anybody who has done less than 3 full meetings. So I can see here that position 13, who happens to be called driver 12, that's the last person on the points list that has done 3 meetings. So what I'm going to do is just create a gap there and just unhighlight that, so you can see a definitive gap between the people that have done 3 full meetings or more and the people who haven't. What I'd do first is I'd look through these people at the bottom here, and I'd just check to sort of see if there's any whites in there. There's no whites here, but if there was any whites, I would be checking to see, are they a white that needs to be pushed up to a yellow? Are they ready to go to a yellow yet? If they'd done 1 or 2 meetings, chances are they hadn't. They're not ready to go up to a yellow. That's pretty much the only decision I'd make there. Everyone else would be, these people are blue because they're of the blue ability. That would either be from the last time the roof grades were calculated, or the fact that they started a new formula. See this red top here, driver 8. This person looks like they've started a new formula, had a bit of a poor first meeting, didn't do the final, and then had quite a good second meeting. But then it's the end of the half. In this case, the end of the whole season, because this is the second half we're looking at right now. So if that person wasn't a red, if that person was a white, for example, that person would probably get pushed up to a yellow, surely because they obviously know what they're doing to score 97. Apart from that, we give people their grades when they change formulas. I mean, this driver here, driver 8, he would have come to me and said, "Tom, I'm racing a new formula. What grade shall I use?" And I would use my best interest and my best ability to say, well, you're a red in that, you should be a red in this formula. Or you're a red in that formula, this formula's faster, perhaps you should start at a blue and see how we go. And once you get the first roof grading table under your belt, you'll have a proper grade then. You can race under the grade we've given you, and then you'll have a correctly calculated grade. So anyway, we split these people down here. They're out the picture. I'm happy with the grades these people have. I'm happy that the yellow top has scored an 85 and an 86. You know, that's yellow top territory, that's fine. So we're happy with them. They won't change. So now we come up here. So the first thing I do is basically get in your head who's won this half of the series, who's the club champion. I got here driver 2, world champion. Now this table comes from December. December would have been when we finished our championship, and I believe the worlds at Solent will have already happened. So we know that we can keep the world champion as the world champion. We come down here. This person is definitely not a superstar, because to be a superstar you have to win a half. So this person will be the superstar, but the first thing I need to check is this person the actual overall club champion? And let's just say they're not. So what we'll do, sorry for the camera shake, sorry. So what we'll do is we'll make this person superstar because they won the half. So we'll make it red with a grey or silver, and we'll put superstar in there. So the old superstar obviously is no longer a superstar. So what I do, we'll figure out that person's correct grade in a minute. I just automatically demote them to a red for the moment. So you have here, you have the old H.O.T and Best in Britain champion. Just for instance, for the sake of the video, say they didn't win either of them. They didn't win either of them, so they just become a red. For the sake of the video, this person won the H.O.T championship. And for the sake of the video, this person, you can see I've messed about with this a little bit for the video. You can say, for the sake of the video, this person won the Best in Britain. I use a darker blue for the Best in Britain, just so it can be just so it can stand out a little bit. Okay, so we've got our bib champion, we've got our superstar for the end of the second half, we've got our H.O.T champion, we've got our world champion. So now what we do is, I forgot to mention earlier, this chart is in the order of points. This is the order of what everyone finished, so we know this guy here is the winner of the second half, and therefore the superstar. If they were a champion of H.O.T or the world or Best in Britain, then you'd just go down to the next person. In this case, if all three of those guys were champions, then this person would get the superstar, because they were the person that finished highest out of the reds. It's basically the top red roof. That's what superstar is. It's the top red roof. That's how we see it. So, okay. So we highlight the people to grade. We go up here to custom sort, and we want to sort them by the ability percentage. We want to sort the value of the cell, and we want it to be largest to smallest. Right, so what we've got to do now is we've just got to count how many people don't have a championship grade. So we got 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9 people there that don't have a championship grade. So what I can, so what we do is we divide 9 into 3, and I hadn't planned it out, but that plans out quite easy. There's 3 yellows, 3 blues, 3 reds. So what we would do is change this person to a blue. Sorry, a yellow. Yeah, everybody gets split into 3 groups. Whites are for novice only, so you can't split everyone into 4 groups because your 4th group would be white. So we've got 3 yellows there. We've got 3 blues there. Let's just change the word. Oh, I didn't auto change it. That's annoying. Even though there's not one other word. Oh, there is another B. That's why I had to put BL. Okay. And those 2 and this person is red. So that's the roof grading done. We don't include the best in Britain, the world, the HOTs, or the superstar. What I'd normally do now is, so everyone can still see how the championship finished, I would resort it back to points. Now this is what confuses people. We sort it by points, by cell values, largest to smallest. Now you'd look at that at the end of the season and go, what? I finished 4th, yeah, I'm a yellow. And I mean, we could grade on points, but this person here, for example, I mean, there's a 96 score there, and a 91 and a 90. And there's a 93 there. First 3 meetings of the year, they scored mid-80s, mid to low 80s. And obviously, you look at the ability. We did mention it in the last video. Your ability score is not including small scores like these 45 and this 48. The ability only includes scores that are greater than 50. Which basically shows that the person's done a full meeting. So we don't let these aren't bringing the person's score down. Let's look at this other person. This person finished down the bottom and they think, well, hold on a minute, I'm still a red. How does that work? I only turned up 3 times. 3 times they turned up, they got a 100, a 100 and a 99. That person, not in a million years, he's in the position, he's in the bottom 3 to be a yellow if you were doing it on sheer points. Not in a million years is this person a yellow. And I haven't even scripted this. I just looked at this 2 seconds ago and seen that person 100, 199. This person right at the bottom, blue. Oh, blimey, I'm a blue still, am I? Kind of hoping that I was a yellow so I could start at the front. You had a couple of meetings in there. You got a 96 and a 92. So the average doesn't lie. The average is the best way to grade, in our opinion. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly highlight that. What I should do as well, I'll show you in a minute. I'll just highlight that quickly because this video is getting quite long again. Let's go ability, largest to smallest. And there you go, you've got your 3 yellows. Now really and truly, this person who we've randomly given the Best in Britain title is only someone that would actually be a yellow top. But they've earned the Best in Britain title, whether it be by fluke or turning up on the day or knocking everyone else off the track, who knows. But obviously that was just for the sake of the video, so there we go. Any questions, please put them in the comments down below. If you want to be alerted when we do add a new video, please subscribe to the channel. The more people subscribe, the more people we see that are watching the videos, and the more videos we will do. So the more people watch, the more we'll try and put out. I uploaded yesterday the Hot Rod A final from the round 4 of it was also the Martin Morris Junior Cup, that meeting, but we happened to have someone that had filmed the Hot Rod A final, which was really, really cool. The quality's not brilliant, but it's still on there, and I've managed to play about with a little bit of music at the end and a couple of pop-ups on the video, so that was quite cool. And yeah, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it and if it was helpful, and I'll speak to you next time. Thank you very much.